Good morning, Sonder fam. Happy Monday morning and welcome to your August weekly setup for August 19th. Can you believe we're past halfway? Welcome again. It's great. Welcome to our first timers. Rhonda, welcome. It's good to have you. And also, we have somebody here from the UK. It's awesome. And it's so good to see so many people here again with us this Monday morning. Remember to set your chat to everyone. That way everybody can see your comments and responses and we can support you. If you have it set to host and panelists, which is just fine, that's just that both Jennifer and I can see you. So welcome, Lauren, as well, first time for your weekly setup. Again, we're grateful that you're here. Also, let us know that one thing that you're looking forward to this week. Also, I am Jennifer Krippner. I am here dialing in from the lovely state of Minnesota. It's going to be a beautiful day today. Looking forward to the week of beautiful weather here. And I also have Jennifer Ogilvy with me. She's dialing in from the lovely state of Texas. So you have, there she is. Wave, Jennifer, say hello.
Good morning, Sonder family. So glad to be here.
Yes, I'm so grateful for Jennifer. She's going to be in the chat with you. So if you have any questions, need any support, she'll be monitoring the chat. And yep, we have Team Jennifer. We love that we get to help support you on your journey. And just as we support you on your journey, I just want to remind you that Silk and Sonder does have community guidelines. They're posted on the website as well. Just a reminder, as you're here today, be kind and courteous to yourself and to others. Jennifer and I do not work directly for Silk and Sonder, so if you do have questions about your products or your subscription, you can also email them at hello@silkandsonder.com. We are here to really elevate your journey with Silk and Sonder through Sonder Socials. And that's really just to help you experience your emotional health journey through this power of community. We love our community here. And so we just really want you to be responsible for your own emotions and your well-being and your decisions. And we're here to help guide that experience for you. Again, our August theme is freedom, and we are loving this idea of freedom because it means so many different things in so many different ways. So we are going to break down the theme this month through what we call our mind map. So each week we unveil a new question and dig into this theme of freedom a little bit in more detail. So let's get started with our agenda. These are the pages that we're going to work on. I believe this week it's 46 and 47. But first we'll start out with week 3 with our mind map. Then we'll work on our rosebud and thorn, and then we'll dive into setting up our weekly pages. So again, this month is freedom. This week, we're going to be on week 3. I'll cover what weeks 1 and 2 topics were, and then we'll unveil the question for week 3. So the first week of August was personal freedom. So really reflecting on a time when you were truly free to be yourself. Week 2 was financial freedom. Jennifer last week really uncovered a great opportunity to think about what changes you could make in your lifestyle or career or relationships on how you could move closer to have financial stability maybe, or financial freedom. And then this week is emotional freedom. So this is our question for the week for the mind map. And just remember, the mind map can be completed on any page, a blank page. You could use your scratch pad. You could use the definition page where they really talk about what freedom means in the journal. It's up to you. Many different options. Jennifer's putting that in the chat right now. But emotional freedom, let's break this down a little bit. And then I'll give you an example of one of our Sonder fam members. So emotional freedom, perhaps you want to think about a situation or perhaps a relationship where you felt emotionally constrained or restricted. So perhaps what were the key factors that contributed to this feeling that you had? Um, or how could you work towards emotional freedom in your life where you were maybe allowing yourself to feel and express your emotions authentically? So perhaps there's ways that maybe you're constrained, you're doing other things. Jennifer and I were talking this morning that scrolling on our phones maybe constrains us or keeps us from experiencing emotions. Maybe it's a tactic where we like, I don't want to feel this right now, so I'm going to go do something else. For me, sometimes in the morning when I'm getting ready, I'm looking at kind of the blemishes or the flaws in the mirror. And so I am harder on myself. And so I restrict my emotions that way. And I think different things about myself. So I am not very authentic with my emotions. So perhaps in the morning, I could think about different ways that I could be more supportive and authentic to express my own emotions towards myself. So that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. So let's break down this for our activity this morning. How might you feel emotional freedom this week? How could you work towards allowing yourself to feel and express your emotions more authentically? So that's our task today to think about this. I'll read the one in the box here, emotional freedom for this person. One of my struggles is binge eating to handle emotions. I wonder if part of my need for the eating for comfort is out of a desire to suppress the emotions instead of allowing myself to feel and really process them. Lord, help me to feel. A lot of times it's easier to just stuff our emotions and cover it up with other things. And so, how might we think differently? How might we allow ourselves, even if it's just, whoops, sorry, even if it's just for an hour or a half a day or an evening, how might we carve out some time this week to allow ourselves to feel or think authentically about our emotions? So I'm going to play a song. I'll be back here. And please share in the chat if you feel comfortable about how you might allow that emotional freedom this week. All right. I'll see you back here shortly. Thank you all for leaning into this kind of tougher question. And Gloria, thank you for really sharing how this has really, you're embracing this. And I would love to see your sketch of a butterfly coming out, um, soaring and embracing your own feelings. So thank you. It's this is a tough one, and I really thank you for thinking about how you might carve out some time. And as we think about that, I'd like you to actually pause and turn to page 48, 49, or 50 and think about how you might use your weekly spread to actually capture some time and think about where you might find that pause, even if it's just for 20 minutes, somewhere over the next 7 days, to think about, I might be able to pause today and feel my authentic emotions, put my phone away, look in the mirror, and repeat back some positive intention feelings, where I might actually sketch that butterfly that I was just talking about, where I can say some positive affirmations, maybe write down some positive affirmations, do some intentional breathing around your emotional feelings. Like Jennifer said, be mindful versus doing something mindless. Um, this is just a really great way. Use that one thing box or create a box within the page about how you're embracing emotional freedom this week or feeling authentic emotions. I've offered some suggestions here with some designs and layouts, um, different ways that you could potentially add space anywhere in these areas. And I just encourage you to carve out some time and think about where you might actually not just type in the chat or think about what this mind map means to you, but actually put some thought into where can you carve out space this coming week. If you don't want to do that, which is fine, I'm just offering this as a suggestion. You could also, since we're mid-month, somewhere on these pages 48 through 50, do a mid-month check-in. And maybe this is where you can think about being emotionally free, to think about so far I'm proud of accomplishing, or one thing that you're grateful for. Or perhaps you have an affirmation this month that's going to help you be more emotionally authentic. Perhaps there's a habit that you can cultivate for the rest of the month that would be helpful. Or one thing that you want to think about accomplishing for next month because you're just kind of at your limit this month with where you're at, which is just totally fine as well. So, um, I think just thinking about how you might want to do that. Yep, Jennifer also says page 39, the currently page is also a great space for reflection if you haven't used that already. So I'd love for you to think about where you might want to put some time in there. And I'm going to give you just another little song to begin to put this page together. And I'll be back here in just a little bit. All right. Thanks for taking time to think through that as well. I love it, Colleen. Now let it marinate. Yep, some of these things need to let it sit for a little bit. And Alice, I agree. Just breathing can be so powerful, and I think it's it's a really good plan. And even setting an alarm to remind yourself to breathe it can be really powerful. So agree on that. Before we get to setting up our week, let's reflect on last week. And so let's turn to page 44 where we can find our rosebud and thorn on the right-hand column. Let's do that. And I'll a rose, for those new first timers, is something that's gone well over the past week, something you're grateful for, something positive happened. A bud could be something that you're looking forward to. A bloom maybe will become a rose in the future. And then a thorn, something that maybe didn't go well, something that's challenging or stressful, that you could use some support and love from your community right now. So that's what a rosebud and thorn is. We can be working on that. I'll share mine from last week. We have a new family member. His name is Louie. He's a mini Labradoodle. He's about 3 months old, and there's his little picture. Um, a bud. I am so looking forward to this week of sunshine in Minnesota. It looks like it's going to be 80 and sunny all week. I'm home all week, and I am just excited about being home with my new puppy. So he's doing well. He sleeps all night long. There's been no crying or accidents or anything. So he's just like a little dream puppy for us. I'm super excited about that. And our thorn is I pretty much sure I shared that my husband's had a few heart attacks. We went to Mayo Clinic last Friday and found out that he needs to have open heart surgery and bypass. So we have another appointment there next week to do a little bit more testing and find out the plan of care. So that is definitely a large thorn, but feel grateful we have a plan and we're in a state where we have access to Mayo Clinic. So thank you, everyone, for your prayers. I now ask that you think about your rosebud and thorn. I'm going to play a shorter song and let you work on yours. And then I would love for all of you to share in the chat a rosebud or thorn, all three, whatever you're comfortable in sharing. And then I'll be back here to move us along. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. I love some of these. Um, no red licorice. Trixie, that is a goal to have. Totally. I'm right there with you. So thanks for sharing that one. Colleen, no snacks after 5:30. That's an impressive goal to have, and proud of you for when you can do that. And you don't have to do it all the time because I get it. Those social settings can be difficult to do that. So um, and Kate, your twins are seniors this year, many, many lasts, but also you've prepared them for this year and prepared them to move forward. So congratulations on that. Looks like we have a best friend visit coming this week. And Gloria, you were hired for your dream part-time job. That's exciting. Congratulations. Lots of great things. So many good things. Keep writing down these reflections. I think they're really good to look back before we plan ahead. So let's now turn to setting up our weekly planner, pages 46 and 47. So let's get ready to think about this coming week and how do you want to feel this week? We're here. It's Monday morning. You got up this morning thinking, I'm going to do my Sonder Social. We always know we're going to share in the chat. How do we want to feel? Many different ways that we can look at this. Perhaps you want to try something new this week. You can use one word, you can use phrases, affirmations, 2 words, you could use scripture, many different ways you can do that. Here on this page, we have hopeful and worthy. My goals are to be happy, healthy, surrounded by loved ones. This one person just wants to feel okay. Um, Lots of different great words on the bottom left. Let's take another look here. We have a word cloud here with all kinds of different words, and some examples here on the left-hand side. One word, phrases, quotes, affirmations, many words. Calm, cool, collected from Sonia. Hello, Sonia. Peaceful. Um, Share in the chat today. How do you want to feel? How do you want to show up? How do you want to be? What are your thoughts about how you want to be today? Present. That's great, Kate. Um, I love the one on the word cloud, mesmerizing and glee. Any of those? Joanna, hello, good morning. Focused, accomplished, like a winner, Gloria. Combobulated. I love it. Peaceful, happy for my daughter's wedding and not cry. Oh, Cheryl, exciting times. Magical from Elizabeth. Accomplished with a side of bliss. Regina, that is great. Assertive and stable, focus, balance. Fabulous. All of these are great. Like a light, Anne. Oh, that is neat. Tears of joy, Cheryl. Yes, agreed. So many good things. Thank you for sharing. So when we think about how do we want to feel, like let's feel magical, or I want to shine or be like a light. Um, how do we want to how do we want to how do we want to show up? So our goals can help us get there, right? Um, how do our goals want to support? How do we want to feel? So let's move into our goals section. I love the one on the right. So how can we align our intentions, our habits, our mindsets um, with our goals, with our to-dos, with our habits and activities to really support how do we want to feel? This middle one, to feel intentional, I need to journal daily, pray daily, and go outside daily. And then they have little check marks for when they actually do that. And I love this other graphic on the left. If I'm feeling lazy, I'm going to go take a cold shower. If I'm feeling sad, I need to practice gratitude. If I'm feeling stressed, maybe do some exercises. Those are great examples as well. So as we move into our goals and our to-dos, here's another great example of really, truly, they want to embrace their true self. That's how they want to feel this week. So in order to do that, they're really going to focus on their mind, body, and soul. They're going to do that through embracing introspection, embracing movement, embracing creativity, And then their to-dos are going to support each of those areas. So you can see kind of the flow going through each of those areas. Another example here, mind, body, and soul. And then they're doing a little mini bingo board to support that. And on the bottom as well, mind, body, and spirit. And then again, their to-dos support that as well. And don't worry, I'll go back and through these examples so you can see them when you're completing this section. And so a few to-dos examples. This whole slide is all about the need, want, hope, or need, want, wish ideas, or just need and want on the bottom three. So different ways to categorize different things that you need to get done for the week. This is, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed and you have a lot on your plate, this is a great way to, it's called the Eisenhower Matrix, a great way to categorize them and help you decide what's important and urgent versus not important and not urgent. So you can just do and decide. You may be able to delegate and delete or drop. So it's a really great example of how to help you prioritize your list. Perhaps how you want to feel is really important this week and how you want to show up. So we created the to-do list to the to-be list. Perhaps you want to be compassionate and reflective and active and engaged and delighted and purposeful. So this is just another great reminder of how you want to be. And then here's some other examples, maybe things that you need to do right now versus later, things for work and home, or work and school now that school's in session, a to-do and a to-do list. The to-do list is all about accomplishments, an AM and a PM list, and then there's self, home, and others. Oh my goodness, Maureen, thank you for sharing. You talk about your own open heart surgery. Thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate that. And then some repurpose ideas. So here's social check-in. I've used this many times each day of the week, and all the people that you really feel like you want to connect with, either text, call, or face-to-face. Perhaps you want to track your screen time or your expenses, or you love the new stickers where you can do a big self-care bingo and then track some of the things on the habit and activity tracker. So I'm going to play a song and I'm going to let you fill out these three sections before we move on to your habit and activity tracker. All right, I'll be back with you shortly. Please feel free to share in the chat how you might be using these areas and different things that you're going to focus on. All right. How did everybody do with this section? Are you feeling good? It looks like Sonia. You did three major goals as physical calm, mental cool, and spiritual collected. Calm, cool, and collected. And then connected these to the do's to accomplish these. That is brilliant. I love that. I'd love for you to share that in the Sonder Club so we can see how that came together. That is really neat. Thanks for sharing. Anyone else repurpose anything, or did you just do the um goals and to-dos? Just curious if anybody repurposed. Before we move on, thank you for sharing again and for the support in the chat. Given time, we are going to do the habit and activity on the bottom of this page, of page 46. So many fun things to do with this one. Again, with the habit and activities, we realize there's lots of lines and dots and spaces. You don't have to use them all. Use what works for you. If you'd like to carry over your activities from last week and habits, you can do that. I know I always use the same ones, and I usually only use 3 to 4. I never fill out all of the lines. I feel pretty comfortable with wanting to be successful and accomplishing and checking off the circles each week. So I feel good about that. But up here on the left-hand side looks they're using the goal in minutes. So I like that opportunity as well. So mindfulness for 10 minutes, self-care journaling for 20, job searching for 30, writing book for 30 minutes, and planning your day every day of the week. So that's good. Um, and then, nope, somebody said they're not tracking any habits and activities, and that's fine. Take a week off. Maybe you're on vacation, or up in the top middle, there must be gone for the weekend or just taking the weekend off, and that's okay too. You don't have to be hard on yourself here. The one in the middle, it looks like they are um, kind of habit stacking a few things. So the morning 3, they're doing their vitamin, sunscreen, and teeth. In the middle, decluttering, purging, and donating. So that's great there. And then on the bottom left, it's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So they're going to read 5 days that week, spend time outside 4 days. They're going to shower 3 days. They're going to be creative for themselves 2 days, and a spa day one that week. And so you can see all of those fun items that they're doing there. So let's take a moment and let's fill this out. Feel free to share in the chat, and we'll see you back here shortly. All right, welcome back. It looks like people like to use color in their journals and markers and pens. So sorry that you don't have what you needed this month, this time, this week. Gloria, I get how if you don't have it, it does kind of throw you off. So habits this week: do Rosebud and Thorn on Sunday, skincare routine, finish your ebook. That's good. Thanks for sharing, Colleen. Christiana, praying individually for your kids 7 times, shower 3 times, exercise 4 times, nightly routine 5 times. Trixie, you're tracking whether you take your vitamin supplement and also giving your kitty his medication. So that's awesome. Thanks for sharing there. Let's turn the page over to the meal plan, mind, body, health, shopping list, and I am loving. And let's tackle this. All right. Alice says you change up your habits for the week because you you've got yours down pat. So you love praying individually for your kids. Yeah, that's a really good one. Perfect. All right, let's look at mind, body, health. And we've got so many great ideas here for repurposed ideas because I think it's the most repurposed area. Although I use it and I'll show you for tracking my food, not planning my food, but I track my food. So I use it for food related items. This one on the left-hand side is for prioritization. So more of and less of and quotes. And then they track the little water droplets for water, tea, and juice. I like that too. Let's see, in the middle is a clothing plan. So they don't have to think about every morning about what they're going to wear. They can just plan it out for the week. I love that too. I've done that before in a different area. The victory inventory, I love that. Really tracking what went well. So important and is such a good thing for your self-care and mindset. Here's another one, a cleaning plan. If it's your week to get the house clean and spick and span, take a room a day. And here they have it mapped out for the week. Leslie, you use this for gratitude and glimmers. I love that as well. Here's one. Let's track our protein and our produce. So how are we not only tracking our food, but let's track specific, like where's our protein coming from and am I getting enough of it? On the right-hand side, they are looking at their weekly overview. And so which Silk and Sonder socials are they attending? I love that. That's on there. So that's awesome. A couple more. Daily adventures. Are you having daily adventures and are your quests completed? So what fun are you having? And here's my food tracker. What food am I having? And then does it correlate to my migraine symptoms? And that's just how I like to use it. And then on the right-hand side, so many different ways, like I said, ways to repurpose it. Perhaps it's your birthday week, or perhaps it's an anniversary week and you've got lots of things happening, or it's your kid's birthday. And so that's fun. Alice says, Colleen, like to add jokes and poems. That's great too. Um, so spiritual meal plan, you'll pick a Bible verse and an assortment of verse cards and write it down. That's awesome too. So let's keep moving on and then I'll go back and forth through these slides. Um, so let's look at mind, body, health plan. We have here on the left-hand side a little bingo sticker. And then I love underneath in the shopping list, remember your why, and some bullet points of remember your why. Mind, body, health, just tidy and sleep. Those are the two things that that person wants to focus on. A reset, mind, body, health categories, different things to do, send someone a card, a manicure, watch a movie, friend date, light candles, go for a walk. And then on the bottom right, I love the 7 types of rest. And so each day you can choose something to do that has to do with the 7 types of rest. So that's really fun. And then the shopping list, another great example of all different kinds of things. I use mine for a shopping list. I think the one on the left-hand side, a shopping list or a packing list if you're going on a trip. A couple different ways to do a positive self-talk bingo board, a Wordle the Wordle wins. Do you track the Wordle for the weeks? Self-care bingo board, a yay me bingo board, a birthday week bingo board, and then a calmness scale. I love that too. Thanks, Jen, for sharing the 7 types of rest. If you're curious about that, a calmness scale. How are you doing this week with that? And then I am loving, of course, I put my new puppy, and then somebody put Silk and Sonder journaling. I loving myself by and getting to be, pretty self-explanatory, but um, and then I love cleaning stuff out. So maybe somebody used the meal plan for cleaning that week. So let's play another song and we can have fun filling out these sections before we end our time together. All right. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Alice, thanks for sharing. Mind Body Health Plan is where you write your highlight of the day. And that's your way of finding something good, even when it's a tough day. So true. Um, and happy birthday, Sarah. So it sounds like you've got some great ideas for a bingo board for your birthday. I love that. And you know what? Why do we have to wait till it's our birthday to have a bingo board for ourselves? So let's all have a birthday bingo in honor of Sarah this week. Let's create our own. So fun, so great. Thank you all for sharing. And I can't believe this is the end of our time together. I'd just like to put out there that Meha, the founder of Silk and Sonder, has a personalized coaching plan. It's in private beta testing right now. I am loving it. I am trying it, and it's really fun. So it has personal readings and coaching plans. It has some really great daily habits, has swap features. So if you want to learn about that, just let us know. Otherwise, can't believe our time has come. Um, you refer a friend, you get $10, they get $10. If you're not on an annual subscription right now, you can upgrade. There's a link to that. Um, and then tell us what you really think. We'd love to hear your feedback. We always take into consideration your ideas. So, and then again, this has been recorded, not the chat. It'll be up on YouTube in a couple of days if you want to come back and learn some more things or take screenshots of some of the slides. So we are so grateful to all of you for being here, for sharing, for your kindness, and for your support. And we hope everybody has a great week ahead. Team Jennifer just loves you. And we will be back here together next Monday. So please, please, please come back so we can continue hanging out with you all. And so we hope you have a great week. We will see you here soon. And be well and be safe.
Like the sun when it comes up from the city, from the rooftops. 'Cause today's gonna be my day. I just wanna climb to the top of a mountain, standing tall when I'm howling. 'Cause today's gonna be my day, it's gonna be my day, day. Good night stress, see you in the morning. I don't gotta guess, you're always there for me. Sowing them seeds of doubt, I think you like seeing me freak out. Good night stress, see you in the morning. So I wake up, I get out of bed, stay up, stay out of my head 'cause it's dangerous. And I don't wanna lose my mind, no. I used to lay low, hiding in the shadows. So don't give me dark days, I already had those. I'm just trying to figure out how to be myself right now. I don't wanna lay low, hiding in the shadows. So I wake up, I get out of bed.